Hello my beautiful and amazing people, badass Dark Zone agents, Uncle Butcher in the building with crazy glass cannon build that can be used for any content in the game without any worries that somebody will take you down. Yes, you heard me right, this is face tank glass cannon setup. We have ridiculous survivability and we have more than 60% protection from elites. So overall, this build not only slaps some booty cheeks, but will give you some barbecue chicken survivability. Trust me, it's absolutely golden option when you want to farm heroic control points, for example, because most of the time you're gonna fight elites there, and since we have 60 plus protection from elites, they will not be able to do anything to us. Our shield will stay alive, and like I said, this is glass cannon build. Even those explosions will deal no damage whatsoever to us, and I'm using perfect glass cannon, perfect sacrifice. We are receiving the biggest incoming damage debuff we can in this game. Absolutely gorgeous. And if you want, of course, you can modify this build to pure DPS machine. You can replace all the protection from elite mods for crit damage mods. That's truly up to you, but I think this is the best way how to run this build, because we have enough DPS to take out non-elites, and survivability will be way too much for elites to kill us. But before we continue, quick word from the sponsor Diving.net. If you don't have enough time or good teammates, but you still want to have all the best items in your game, then Diving.net is set for you. They have absolutely amazing team on consoles. They will complete your order super quick. If you will use my promo code RBD or RBD, you will receive 15% discount on absolutely all servers. Amazing deal, especially when right now they have some crazy sales going on, so definitely check these guys out. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate, drop your comment down below in comment section or contact the operator, and the rest will be the history. But now let's get back to this gorgeous build. Like I said, it's really strong and you have multiple ways how to set it up. Eventually I tried 3 specializations: Technician, Survivalist and Gunner, and I came back to Gunner specialization because Gunner specialization gave me more DPS and more survivability. Technically you could run Survivalist specialization to add a little bit of additional protection from elites, and in team play you have a nice medkit and status effect that enemies would receive more damage, but as solo player I really liked more Gunner specialization. My main weapon here is Lexington, named Assault Rifle with Optimist. You could technically use Killer Talent for heroic content. Crit damage boost will be really nice. In next build I will make maximum possible crit damage build in the game right now, and of course I will use Dark Winter because that bad boy has perfect Killer Talent and it received huge buff this season. So I think that build will slap, and I want to see how much crit damage we can squeeze out of all the gear set buffs this season. For second weapon I'm using FAMAS with Preservation. Again, really good option. FAMAS is still one of the best assault rifles in the game, and Preservation is just another layer of survivability. For pistol I'm using Liberty, although you could replace it with Orbit or any other pistol you want in the game. Liberty is really strong exotic pistol. If you don't have decent FAMAS, you could use, for example, Orbit exclusive pistol and Sweet Dream Shotgun. Sweet Dream Shotgun will one-tap non-elites, it will immediately proc Bloodsucker Talent, and sometimes it can save your ass. If you are, for example, stuck on reload, you can switch to Sweet Dreams, boom, hit somebody with your elbow, and that's all she wrote. So overall, nice synergy there. So you have a couple ways how to set up this build. Again, this is simply template, and you can modify this build to fit your playstyle. Right now I'm using Coyote Mask, but Coyote Mask could be technically replaced with new exotic Holster. Holster is giving us really good DPS buffs in the game right now, but why I like Coyote Mask? Because we will cap out crit chance at mid-range, and we will get additional 25-30% crit damage at close range. So we're gonna hit quite hard, and we're gonna cap out crit chance at further distances, and that's really good if you want to use, for example, the killer talent like I mentioned previously. Optimist, I think, is the middle ground. It will work always really well. It's still one of the best PvP, PV talents in the game. So yeah, I know killer received buff, but Optimist for me right now is the way to go. Especially for hardest difficulties, because quite often you will be stuck with no killer talent procced on legendary difficulty. For example, if you haven't killed anyone, you are losing DPS output. So Optimist will not face that issue or problem. For my chest piece, I'm using Glass Cannon chest piece, and I forgot to mention Coyote Mask as well will boost our teammate DPS output. If someone on your squad will run Coyote Mask, definitely switch for a new exotic holster. So that's a handy tip right there. For chest piece, I'm using Perfect Glass Cannon chest piece from Providence set. Although I really don't need headshot damage. I have terrible aim, so you have two options. You could use Sombra chest piece to gain additional crit damage and normal Glass Cannon. If you want to replace all protection from elite mods with crit damage mods, then simply use Spotter talent or go with Obliterate. Spotter or Obliterate and crit damage mods. If you want to stick with Glass Cannon talent like I'm doing right now, replace crit damage mods with protection from elite mods. You should reach 60 plus protection from elites easily. Unfortunately, I have only 3 perfect mods. I have a couple 11% mods and 1 12% mods, so we could reach a little bit more protection with perfect mods, but it's really difficult to farm or find these protection from elite mods, god rolled ones. So it is what it is, but definitely you have two options how to set this build with Glass Cannon and protection from elite mods, or go with crit damage mods and use maybe Spotter, because you can apply a linked laser pointer attachment on your Lexington assault rifle from Technician Specialization. Or if you don't want to use Technician Specialization, you want to stick with Survivalist or maybe Gunner Specialization, then go with Obliterate talent. Easy money there. Holster, improvised piece will provide us with additional mod slot, so really good option there. For gloves, I'm using Fenris gloves, which will boost my assault rifle damage. For backpack, I'm using Cheshka backpack to boost my crit chance with Bloodsucker talent, one of the best survivability talents in the game right now for PvE content. You can farm easily DZ landmarks with this talent, and heroic missions or control points will be absolutely easy money. For knee pads, I'm using improvised piece again. Technically, you could use Sombra. I think you could use Fenris piece, I guess, but then you would lose additional protection from elites. If you want to push maximum DPS out of this build, like I said, you could technically use Fenris one more piece, but again, it really depends on your preference. Bye!